Hello, everyone. Welcome to this new live session of Customily. We're going to be starting off in just 1 minute. We decided to dedicate this particular live session and change a bit of the script to attend a very first step. So, before going into what is Customily, let's start off by presenting myself as a brand new user for you. So, what I'm going to do is start off here. As you all know, this is my store. This is a brand new store that I created for today. I haven't sold anything yet, okay? And as a matter of fact, I don't have any products yet. So let's say I have already made my market research, I have studied my niche, I know what I want to sell, I even have the connections to do the fulfillment. So what should I do now? Now that I have a store, at least I need to start building something if I pretend to start selling. So I'm going to add a new product. And now I think I know what I want to sell. I want to sell a canvas that has many flags and not any flag because this week is going to be dedicated to Pride, as June is Pride month. So we want to pay our respect to this commemoration and this celebration, to attend some ideas for you if you want to also offer this kind of customization, these gifts, these identifications along the way. So I decided now, as an example merchant that I am today for you, I decided to sell a canvas that will have many different flags, many different backgrounds. And what I can offer my customers, something different, is okay. So whenever you buy this product from me, I'm going to customize that for you. So I'm going to add my own product, and this is how we set up a product. I'm going to title this a right flag canvas. Okay, that's going to be my product. It's going to be active because I want to sell it on my online store. Okay, and as a description, I'm going to put something like this: is can be customizable with your personal message. Type in the other details your message. So this is how we would grab the information from our customers. And what will happen after this? We're going to sell this. Someone is going to type in their message, and we're going to create that in Canva, in Photoshop, anywhere we have our flags, and we are going to type something in and send that for proof to our customer. And the customer will send back, okay, so I want to change the alignment. I want to change the house, the words, the lines are breaking. I want to change fonts, anything like that. So in every back and forth, it's taking you a lot of time. Taking you time for the proofs, it's taking you time from attending other customers. And let's say sales start to accumulate and start to escalate. You cannot handle this one by one. So I'm going to put this example. Okay, this is my mockup. Okay, and because I'm going to be offering the chance to customize this, I'm going to add some more images. So I have this listing 1, 2, 3, and 4 that I created for this occasion. This is what I want to showcase on my store. Okay, with different ideas and examples of my of messages on these flags. And I don't know, I want to charge this $25, right? I'm going to be stocking myself with 100 items and track it like this. Build any kind of any product, right? So I guess this can be £2. No, wait, no, 1 kilogram. Great. So now that we have a product set up, basically all I have to do is save it. And this is ready to be previewed on my store. I can click here and see this. Right? So Any customer can right now come here, add to cart, set up the any details on the order, and that's it. And then I have to do all the work. And this is fine when you get started. What if you want to grow? You run ads and you get a lot of traffic on your listing, and suddenly you cannot manage all that order processing. That's when you need a friendly helper, partner, someone or something that will help you systemize this for you. And that is Customily. Customily is an app that provides your store with live previews of those products that can be customized, along with the options that your customers can interact with, changing those live previews with every interaction. Simplified explanation for my particular product. If I want customers to input their own message, Customily will allow them to input the message, preview that message on the canvas, and if I have more than one flag available, they will be able to choose the flag and finish off the printing by previewing the flag background, the message they want, with whatever letters, numbers, or whatever they want, in the lines they want and the spaces they want, and then they add to cart, they buy it, and I not only get that information all processed, I get this image, this preview, and I get the print file, all created in Customily. So the print file, that's a huge leap of from what we had before. We had to go back and forth with proofing. Now everything is done on the customer side. They approve that because they're seeing that live on the store right up before they purchase. The options are intuitive because they will show up here in the description. So whatever you type will show, and it's a minute processing that will engage you into previewing anything, testing everything, be satisfied with your design because you as a customer have designed this in a way, and then you buy that. And that's a huge boost of conversion rate because you have your preview coming along with you. As a merchant, you get the print file, and that's priceless because it saves you time a lot. So great. Now that Josema has told me that I need Customily for my store, I'm going to install Customily. So I need to go back to my Shopify, go to Add Apps here. And well, I get a lot of offers from Shopify, but I'm going to click on the Shopify App Store to find Customily. You will see that later on the description of the video, there's a quick link. So you don't have to go to the App Store and search for this, but I want to show you just how easy it is. This is Customily. It jumps right there as a product personalizer. Okay. You can see a rating, you can see our reviews, you can see a description, and you get to see our pricings and the special how it works on the matter of add the app. You will review how this works. You will check the permits it involves and how it works, and then you just click on install right at the bottom or right at the beginning. After a couple of seconds where you see how this is fulfilling, the final confirmation for is that you approve how it works, how Customily works. Right now, because I don't have a working plan on my store, this is a development store, Customily, of course, will not charge me at all. If you have a working plan with Shopify, this plan actually involves that you have a free trial of 9 days. So the moment those 9 days end, if you still have the app installed on your store, Shopify will assume that you want to keep it, and so it will subscribe you. Eventually, once you get your Shopify plan invoice, you get a charge from Customily. But in any case, you never start off by paying anything. You start off on a free trial. It's a 9-day trial for every paying plan in Shopify, or an unlimited trial for development stores. When I click approve, Customily will launch and my 9 days of free trial will begin. During those 9 days of free trial of Customily, I have full access to every feature of the app. I'm able to create stuff, use all of Customily content and tools, and actually publish products, create products, connect products, do everything related to my store, actually start selling if I'm on that amazing streak, and it will all work perfectly well. There's no limitation at all. For 9 days, you have a free trial of the app. After that, when the 9 days finish, Shopify will check if the app is still installed in your store. And if it's still there, it will consider that you want to keep it, so it's going to subscribe you. Basically, that's when the subscription begins, and eventually you will get an invoice for Customily. So let's approve, yeah. And once you click there, it will send you right away to Customily. You start off in this page. You get a message from our friend here. Let's get started. And there are a couple of questions that you will be asked. For example, what are you selling? I'm going to be selling canvas and posters, but there are a lot of tools here, a lot of categories that you can include. And this is a very important question. How will you fulfill your product? How am I going to fulfill my canvas and my poster? So for future products, I'm going to be using a print-on-demand service. And this particular canvas, I may have my own products, but what if I want to use a print-on-demand service? How should I go by this? I will click here, okay, and truth be told, I don't have any designs. I'm just fresh starting, so I will need designs. I will click here, and the onboarding will begin. Our friend here is welcoming us, and this is very important that you acknowledge the onboarding and you start it off. It's really quick, really easy to follow, but will give you a lot of checklists and stuff that you can pick and be scratching off to learn from Customily. So you create a new product in the beginning. You will pick a POD provider. We're going to try with this. This is being going. And you get a full catalog of our print-on-demand providers that are linked to Customily. In this catalog, you pick a product, you pick at least one variant of each, okay, or two. And when you click next, you will create a Customily design. You can create your own designs, but you can click here to start off. Remember, this is an onboarding. This is all being followed. So you just read, click got it, and play around with anything you want. Okay. I'm just going to click something on our theme of the week and pick any of these. Check out how many designs we have in Customily. So you start off with a lot of things. You have things to get inspired, things to get ideas, really amazing styles in types of characters to play with, cats, dogs, and seasonals as well. So check out this list. There's no cost for any of this clip art, any of these designs. This is for you to get started. I'm a new Shopify user. I'm a new Customily user, and I want to start with something on my store, my empty store. So I'm going to pick this design for the t-shirt that I selected from Gelato. So now I should be waiting. What am I waiting? What are you going to be waiting in this couple of minutes? Customily will create a brand new product in your Shopify store. it will create the product, the variant, is going to put together a listing photo, a description, okay? And after that, it's going to create the necessary information from Customily to make sure that product has a live preview. So it will create what we call a template. A template is the graphic file that changes the live preview. And also it will create the options that will allow your customers to interact with that live preview. So your customers will type in names, select images, upload their own photos, anything that will change the live preview. So basically, Customily, in order to transform your live product into a customizable product, we'll load a template. That's the spinning you saw there. Okay, this is our product. You can preview this before you publish. Okay, you can edit the details, so we can change the name, even add a price, SKU, descriptions. We can edit the options if we want to change certain wording that we want to customize, and then we publish this or save it for later. Now, when I was talking about a live preview, I meant this. I meant that you can type this. I can choose a gender. I can set the, well, of course, we can actually change the color of the title. Okay. We can keep customizing the girl because we have a lot of images here. We have skin tone images. We have a lot of hairstyle images. So this is all Customily clip art. Okay. I can play with the pants color, the different flags. Remember, we talked about the flags. So I can actually change that. Okay. And if I like this presentation, instead of having a plain t-shirt image, I can actually save this to be my new product image. And remember that we chose two colors for the variants. So I can actually change my t-shirt color and still preview my design. So that fully integrated. And Customily did all this for me. And it published this right on my store. Actually, it's still up to be published. But first I need to put a nice image. So if I click on this button called Save This as Product Image, it will change my very boring listing photo with the empty t-shirt with this customized example, just as I wanted on my canvas before we checked. So now I'm going to publish this and send it right there to my store. But check out this. I get a message from the app telling me that I still need to input the API key. And now I'm going to connect to the question we have from Crystal. I'm going to click OK. It was created by Customily, connected to Customily, and connected to Gelato, because it says here. So what does it mean? If I customize this and I purchase this, it's going to send the print file straight to Gelato. That's automatic fulfillment, and that is one of the greatest advantages of Customily, that you not only integrate with the POD to grab the information of the product, you get also to send them the files and save you tons of time. So it's not only that we actually were able to put the customization on the customer side, we were also got the print file. We now are able to just send the print file to fulfillment. So it's a lot of steps that we are saving using Customily. And the onboarding continues. Not for the dog, I guess, but I want to see more. Always check out Show Me More, because right here, you are sent to the settings part. And if you follow this settings area, you'll get to the integrations part. And this is very important because this is how you're going to be able to connect your print-on-demand service. Okay, so I'm going to click on Gelato here. Okay, enable that integration. Okay, and put the API key from Gelato. There are instructions on every single one of the print-on-demand providers, so you will be able to see where to find this API key. It's a very long alphanumeric sequence that you need to copy and paste here and then save it. And unless you put the API key here, it will not save. So you need to actually come to here, enable the integration, paste the API, and then save it. Okay. The reason why I hit save and it disappears is because we don't have yet the API key. But if you click here, it will take you straight to our help center where you can actually find instructions for every single one of these print-on-demand providers. Once you have the API key connection, you'll be able to automatically fulfill whatever product you create using Customily. And that's done. Okay, we'll save the settings. And let's see this. Oh, we're doing great. We created an account, we published our first product, we connected the POD, and we need to join our community. So let's click here and jump into our communities. Okay. Once we finish this onboarding, we are taken straight back to the beginning. In the beginning, okay, you will see that if I click create new product, I get to see my all these PODs. Now, Printful and Printify will show up in color after you put the API key. But basically, when you click on them, you go straight to integrations, and you know this area. So that's how you put your API keys into Customily. Having said that, I still have something to show you about Customily. These three icons here, these are the shortcuts to the 2.0 tools. And what are the 2.0 tools? Are all the newest updates we have for Shopify stores that allow you to build really quickly products, like I just did with this crewneck t-shirt. I picked a product from POD, I picked a design from Customily, and I created a product right there. Okay. If you check previous live sessions and stay tuned for upcoming live sessions, you can also systemize this, by having your own products. So imagine that you will be fulfilling your own, you have your own workshops, and you know you're going to be building your own t-shirts, okay? And you have a lot of designs that you want to play with that are not Customily designs. So you will create a lot of designs, and when those designs get combined with your base product, a new product will show up in your store. It will be connected to Customily. It will have a live preview. The only thing it won't have is an automatic fulfillment, but it's because it's something on your side. But it saves you a lot of time because each time you combine a product base, your own or POD, with your designs or Customily designs, it will create this. This, as you know, remember, are two unique files. One is the template and one is the options. The other one is the options. The template holds all the information, the graphic information organized in building this design. And the options will give you the chance to interact and change those different graphics. So you need both things to put together something like this in Customily. How do you do that? Let's go to the very core of this. The other three items in Customily are where you manage all that. The templates, as we talk about, is the list of all the items loading and the files loading in your store. Right now, you only have one product with customization, meaning you have this template. This template has the print file with the design and the preview, which is pretty much the design on the t-shirt. If you go to store, you'll be able to manage the options as well as manage your products, your new products and your existing products. And you recall the settings is for the API connections. So right now I have two products on my store. One is connected to Customily, the other is not. But I can actually come here, click there, and connect to Customily because I can pick a template. In fact, I can put this template if I wanted, but I don't want to. In any case, I can create a template exclusively for this product manually without the need to combining everything. And that is a very interesting case for those with existing stores and existing products. So I was selling this, and I was manually creating my flags and my texts, and now I want to give that to the customer. So what do? I click here and go to Open Templates in a new tab, okay? And I create a new template. Right now, I get this message that says, okay, start off with a template. So let's say I want to create the pride flag canvas, okay? And well, I don't know the size of the print because I'm brand new in this, but I know that I have the flags that they have the right size. So I'm just going to upload any one of these, okay? I have this as a background perfectly. So I start off this, and this is our design studio. This is very interesting because here you can check out all the tools we offer for creating customizations. Basically, you can set up text boxes so customers can input their own text. You can set up placeholders so customers can upload their own files. They can upload their own images and their own EPS files for vectors. They can create custom maps and star maps, meaning that your customers will be able to input a location, find that on a map, change the map style and the color and everything. And the same goes with the star maps. And another thing you can create is dynamic images. Now, dynamic images are objects that can hold many choices. For example, this hair style is actually a dynamic image that has all these small images inside. And because you have them all selected like this, Customily can understand these are choices. So it will create the options looking like this with the thumbnails and everything. How do we upload images into a dynamic image? I click, and I create a dynamic image. I just upload them here, okay? But I can also add a library. And because we talk about libraries, we're going to quickly do one of those. I'm going to click on libraries here and see that I can actually organize my assets into color libraries, fonts, vectors, and images, okay? That way I can set up a color palette for changing the color of the text elements. I can also change the fonts. The nice thing about libraries is that whenever you create a library and you connect that to any product, if you later want to add things to the library or change things or delete things, it will update directly on your product. So you may want to have a lot of fonts in one library that you will use on many products, and tomorrow you want to add a new font, and it will replicate on all the products using that particular library. So having things in libraries saves you a lot of time. Now, in the image libraries, you see I already have a lot of libraries. Now, how does this happen? This is a brand new account, brand new store. The thing is, I actually created something using Customily Designs. I created this product, so all this information is now on my username, and I can actually get inside here. For example, I can open the hairstyle library, edit this, check out that I have categories because there's too many options, and open this and find that I have all this available. And I can actually use this for new designs. So whenever you create something using Customily artwork, it will create all the graphic information in your user, and you're free to use that any way you want. But I'm going to add a new library called flags. Okay, let's create a new library. Let's edit the library, and we're going to add the flag images. Why? Because I just want to offer a lot of flags in my particular product. These are the empty flags. Okay, I'm going to open them, create the images. Yeah, I can bulk upload them right here. Yeah, change the names if I want to, but right now I have 7 options available in this library. So if I go to my new template that I'm creating here, and I have this dynamic image ready to be uploaded full of images, I'm just going to pick library, pick the flags, and if tomorrow I want to add another flag, I just go to the library. Now I'm going to center this, align to the middle and to the center, transform this so it's as big as the entire print area. Okay, so if you want to see how many images you have here, just go to option and preview them by going through this. Yeah, like that. So far so good. We're going to be selecting different backgrounds. But what else do we want? We actually want to simplify me the process of customizing. So I'm going to create a text box, and I'm going to, I don't know, make this big as this. So you have a lot of space to type in. If you want to go more precise, go to transform and change coordinates, change this like this. Also, it's more tighter and like that. Okay, after you have the size correct, you can open the character tab and start playing around with the fonts. Here you can pick the library font, or I can just well, use this one, yeah, or upload something from my own computer. Yeah, it's going to stay on your database and you can access that. Okay, great. Another thing we wanted to play with is the size. Right now we have this to be the size. We want this to jump automatically if we reach out of edge. I, in fact, had the same phrases that I use for the samples. I had them typed in here. So I can just go to here when I can type anything and test it out. Okay, this is getting a bit crowded. It's kind of shrinking there. So the thing is, I can keep typing until I reach the minimum size, which is 15. Then Customily will jump. Okay, but if I don't want this to be jumping so little, I may want to make this minimum size bigger, like, I don't know, 40. Yeah, or 30, like that. Whenever it reaches 30, it's going to jump. Or I can just jump it myself. Okay, and your customers will be able to do this too. So there's no limitation in that. This is just for testing. Okay, and what if I want to put something bigger like this? And okay, this is not as big as I want this. I want this to be 150. Okay, so that's my maximum size, like that. So I can keep typing, okay, and typing and typing and typing, and eventually I will jump and jump and jump and keep typing until I run out of space. This is the freedom I want to give my customers. Okay, so that's about what we're going to do right now. We're going to print a canvas that is 423 by 318 millimeters. That's 42 by 32 centimeters. We're going to print this really full color with this custom text. Period. It's going to be printed on a PNG 300 DPI. That's the export format. You have a lot of export formats to play with. And click next. We are not finished yet. We need to put this print design that we have. We need to put it on a preview. The preview is this. Basically, it's the mock-up of your product with the custom design. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a background image, and the background image will be this one, this canvas mockup. Okay. And this is my new preview. You see, now we have this image selection and this text too, and I can just resize this and put it so it looks as if it is part of the mockup. Just as simple as that. Even if you resize this and you move around, it will not change the print. And I'm getting a bit confused this, so this is going to double click here and change this to select flag, okay? And this one is going to be type your message. It's very interesting because later this will show up on the store, so it's nice to have this. And I can keep typing this and play around with this. And if I actually come to the flag and I browse through the options, I get to see how it changes. And it pretty much looks like it's on the context. So this is my preview. This is what the customer will see. How do we double check this before we save? We click next, and we get to see before we save the production file. This is what I will send for fulfillment, and this is the preview. So now our customers have full access to, right? I can copy one of these. Now our customers have full access to this, to customizing everything, like this. Okay, so, oh, I don't like this flag for this message, so I will just change my flag, for example. Or no, this is the flag that I want to print, so definitely I will not be jumping lines. I will stay on these 2 lines or 1 line, right? But having the preview there helps you organize your customization any way you want without the coming back and forth of the proofing. So now that we save this, it's time to connect this to our product. So we are finished and we connect this to our Shopify product. Which one? This one. We click here, find the choose template, find the one we created, the Pride flag canvas, and you see Customily will ask you if you want to create the options. And yes, we want to automatically create the options and don't have to manually do anything. Have the system simplify everything for us. So now we save the product. Customily here read all the fonts, the color, and the image options, the text inputs, and created all for us. So all we need to do now is click on the eye icon, and you see the product we had before now has a personalize button. Customily is now working with this, and I can click here and see my preview, my template, my different flag options coming through the library, and my message. My message will be, I don't know, any one of these what we were trying. And this is, okay, I like this, great. But what if I want to jump in and add another line? Well, right now the other line cannot be added. And this is the cool thing. You can rearrange this any way you want. Because here you have the chance to open your options by clicking here and doing a bit of extra customizing. For example, you want the message before the flag, so you click and drag. Just as simple as that. Then you open the option by clicking here, and you see that you can change the label. So type your message, 2 points, and you can make it a text area. So now you can type more lines. You can limit the number of characters any way you want. And you see Customily created this select flag, okay? And it created automatically every single thumbnail, swatch. All this is all done by Customily. By saving the options, you don't have to do anything else. Just come back to your product, refresh that, and see how it changes. When you personalize that, now the message is first, the flag is second. I can type in anything I want, but since I have a text area, I can start jumping lines. This has, as a merchant, has saved me a lot of time because now they see what they want, they customize it any way they want, they add to cart, okay, and I get the print link, I get the production file, okay, and I'm ready to fulfill. Any doubt you may have, something that didn't happen the way you saw here, the good parts, um, you just ask support at customily.com, open a live chat on the app that's always available on business hours. Okay, ask around in the Facebook communities. That's really also important because a lot of users share experiences, share ideas, tips, and of course, keep signing in to the live sessions. Okay, and all those questions will be answered, all those doubts will be sorted out. Um, but you saw today, I actually had another user open and my new installation went down to the existing user. So that's why I had two stores running on the same time. One great thing about Customily, you can have unlimited number of stores running at the same time in a single user. Very interesting when you have a lot of stores based on language, based on niches. You can have them all in one single Customily subscription. Okay, that's very interesting, very handy because eventually your business will grow and you will want to launch other stores and have personalization items, and you can have many stores sharing the same templates, the same options, the same product bases. There's a lot that you can explore. So I welcome you to check out our other content, our other live sessions, to explore Customily. I hope some of you still didn't install Customily yet, and now we're going to start that, checking out what we did, how we found the app, how we launched the onboarding, and how we had our products and build that. Check our other live sessions. There are a lot of great ideas to get inspired and to pick certain. There are pretty much a live session dedicated to a specific tool of Customily, so there's a lot to play with. And I will see you on Thursday with new ideas. Thank you all for joining, and have a great day, rest of the day.